Layering is one of the most important things you can do to stay both comfortable and safe on the trail. Why, might you ask? Layering helps you regulate your body temperature, which is crucial whether you're hiking in hot or cold environments. There are 3 basic steps to layering for cold weather or hot weather. Base layers help wick moisture away from your skin because a dry body is less likely to be at risk for hypothermia. Middle layers help insulate and retain the heat you generate, keeping you warm. Think fleeces, vests, and puffy jackets. Outer layers, like wind shells or raincoats, protect you from the wind and keep moisture out. You can easily add or remove layers to help regulate your body temperature and keep you comfortable. When you're actively moving, you may just want a base layer on, but when you're taking a break, your mid layer is going to keep you warm. When the weather calls for it, such as wind, rain, or snow, your outer layer is going to be your best friend, paired with your base layer and sometimes also your mid layer. It's best to bring all 3 layers each time you set out because unexpected weather or events might occur, and you may find yourself in need of the additional layers. Some people feel that it's too much of a hassle to keep adding or removing layers. If you keep them in an accessible part of your pack and use the time you add or remove layers to also hydrate and refuel with much needed calories, making a quick stop is even more worth it. Let's do a deep dive into each layer. The purpose of a base layer is for moisture management. When you're playing outside, whether it's cold weather or hot, you're going to sweat, and a sweaty body is likely to get chilled and make you uncomfortable, or even increase your risk of hypothermia. That's why the ideal fabrics to wear are ones that are moisture wicking and dry your sweat away from your skin. Merino wool is a great choice, even in the summer, if you're hiking all day and the temperature might drop off. Look for the weight of the wool. Lower numbers in the 100s are ideal for hotter weather, while the higher numbers in the 200s or even 300s are great for cold weather. Merino wool is also a sustainable material, which is friendlier for the environment, as opposed to base layers that are made entirely of synthetic materials like polyester or nylon. Base layers aren't just for your arms and legs. There are some great underwear and bras out there too that are moisture wicking. While this may not be as important if you're going on a short hike, if you plan to be outside when there's a drop in temperature, moisture wicking all around is a nice bonus, although some people don't have a problem with this. So know your own body's needs. Some of you may have heard about cotton being your enemy in the outdoors. This is primarily true in cold weather. Cotton is not moisture wicking and actually retains water, so when you sweat, that moisture stays close to your body. In the summer, this may actually be welcomed to cool off, but in the winter it can be dangerous, or if you're staying out when the temperatures drop in the summer. The mid layer is designed to insulate. As you participate in your favorite outdoor activity, your body will generate heat, and a good insulating layer will help retain all of that warmth you've worked so hard for. Depending on your individual preference, you will want to consider the weight of your vest or puffy jacket. Lower weights are generally in the 100s and will provide you less warmth, which is perfect for those of you who run hot or if you aren't planning on being in terribly cold climates. While mid-weight and heavyweight materials are warmer and usually run in the 200s and 300s, which is wonderful if you typically run cold and need the extra warmth. There are a number of different kinds of mid-layers. Fleeces are great if you get wet and need to dry your mid-layer quickly. Please note, though, that if wind is a factor, it will blow right through those fibers. As long as you have a good solid outer layer, though, this shouldn't affect you too much. Down vests and jackets are wonderful for 2 reasons. They're easy to pack, and they're super warm. Note, they're typically filled from 450 to 900, with lower numbers being less warm and higher numbers being warmer. However, if they get wet, they're more challenging to dry and won't insulate your warmth very well. So if you're going to a climate that you're likely to get wet, a fleece may be a better option. Synthetic vests and jackets will also keep you warm and are great if you can find secondhand. The reason I don't recommend them brand new is because they're made of synthetic materials, which are harmful to the environment. I do my best to find alternatives to synthetics first. Finally, we have outer layers. Your outer layer is so important as it protects you from the elements. Being cold or wet from the wind, rain, or snow can make an outdoor adventure totally miserable. But if you have solid gear, it can totally change the experience. There are a few different kinds of outer layers out there. Waterproof and breathable shells will help you weather any storm, but are more expensive. Water-resistant and breathable shells are great for lighter weather conditions and are typically less expensive. A highly breathable soft shell might be right for you if you want an outer layer that offers some protection from light rain and wind, while also providing a little insulation as well. Waterproof shells that are non-breathable are perfect for a lot of rain if your outdoor activity doesn't involve high levels of movement, like fishing. Layering is really helpful when backpacking to keep you comfortable and safe. To recap, here's what you want to wear for cold weather and hot weather outdoor adventures. For cold weather, step 1, moisture wicking underwear and sports bra. Step 2, mid-weight base layer top and bottom, 200 to 250 weight being ideal for most environments. Step 3, insulated jacket or vest and mid-weight fleece pants. Step 4, waterproof and windproof jacket and pants. Step 5, hat, balaclava for your face and neck, and gloves. For hot weather, Step 1, moisture-wicking underwear and bra. Step 2, lightweight bottoms and top. A moisture-wicking base layer is great, unless you don't mind cotton that will hold moisture, but while backpacking, I don't recommend this as the temperatures usually drop at night. Step 3, waterproof and windproof jacket and pants. Step 4, hat or balaclava to protect your head from harmful UV rays. A balaclava like a buff will be moisture-wicking and dry your sweat away from your body. The idea with layering is to be able to add or remove different layers as needed to reduce how much heat you're producing and ultimately sweating, because sweat equals moisture, and moisture leads to a cold body, especially once you're no longer in motion. Remember to always research your destination and pack all of your layers. Simply add or remove your layers as needed and enjoy a comfortable, dry, and safe adventure. If you liked this video, I would really appreciate it if you gave it a like and subscribe to my channel. Every bit of support really helps and allows me to continue making free content so we can lower the barriers to entry and make a more inclusive outdoor community. Check back soon for my next videos about leave no trace, hygiene in the backcountry, and setting up camp.